everybody for showing up. Thank y'all for coming. This is all about you guys and everything that you have done for this program and made this program a success. For all the guests with you guys, I want to thank you guys for coming out and supporting each and every one of them. And for our guests over here, we want to thank you guys for showing up. Phyllis will get to the names because I don't know nobody. But at this point, Ms. Phyllis wants me to introduce the guys, I think. You ain't ready? Don't bite your nails now.
Tell you what,
They ain't ready.
well, we can welcome everyone, and they can, you can start their table.
Okay, first we need somebody to do the prayer. And somebody about, come on, baby. Tell your mama, don't touch your shoulder. Come on.
You can do the prayer.
Why you embarrass him? They start young.
You want to do the prayer? Mr. Hayward,
Who's Mr. Hayward? Can you do the prayer for us, please?
Oh, sure. All right, let us bow our heads for prayer. Dear God, we thank you for this opportunity to come together with a mind and a spirit to build and to help one another. Lord, we ask you to bless everyone that's on their way here, protect them, give them safe passage here, and even as we leave, going to our separate destinations, bless us, cover us, and protect us. Bless the food today as we partake. Bless that it's nourishing to our bodies. Remove any impurities. Bless the hands that prepared it. Remove any unwanted calories and fat and other things that we don't necessarily need. In the mighty name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Amen. When he said bless the names that prepared it, he was talking about me. Because I slaved for y'all today. And they cooked the thing. But we're going to start with these tables, these three tables right here. We're going to start with these three. What we doing, huh?
Good hand, because this is something new. So one of the things about this group that we found is that we have so many talents. And we try to, as a group and a family, is utilize every talent that we have. So looking in this room, on this journey that we started long before April, we have come a long way. Don't you agree? So what I want to do is I want to first introduce our staff, people that make life easy, and for me, and we've grown together, and so I'm going to call them up. But Kaya, come up. Now, Miss Kaya, and I have some awfully lovely assistants back there as well. This young lady has been such a champion. She comes in, she starts the day, she passes the papers out, she makes sure everybody is together, and we would like to say to you, thank you so much for being a great leader, and that the other young people will follow you, and thank you for educating us older people, calling you in order, and we appreciate you. Ms. Stephanie, Mr. Rod, Ms. Regina, Ms. Pam, Ms. T. Can you come up, please? Come on, we're on timeline. This is, you know, how you have that soul team that just kind of keep you in line, talk about you like a dog, keep you in order, make sure you do everything the way. This is our stellar team. When you look at the academics and academics from this group, we are stellar. We're everybody from the masters to the educators to the teachers to the scientists. We actually have it all. And I want to say to you, we are the first, this is the West Side. We made a great presence. And thank you. I could not have done this without you. You're so welcome. So I have some other guys in my life that makes my life a little easier. One is Mr. Hayward. Mr. Hayward I'm gonna ask you to come up. So if you notice this order, we kind of act like church. You know, our church don't have any order. I don't like order. I like to go by how God leads me and what I do in my spirit. But Doc, I think I've known you over 20 years alone. But this program would not have been as successful without this gentleman. And this is Mr. Hayward that you've been talking about all the time. That really mean guy. This is him. So I'm going to let him talk about this program in any way that he wants. So we're going to give him the floor and for about 3 to 5 minutes, and you are more than welcome to talk to us about what you want.
All right, thank you, Phyllis. Notice she said 3 to 5, and she called me before she said 8 to 10, but it's okay. But my name is Haywood Edwards. I work with Michigan State Housing Development Authority, and as Phyllis said, I've known Phyllis a long time, you know, working with Michigan and other departments where I was, and the Contractor Assistance Program was a program that had been at Michigan 20 years ago. And as programs go, sometimes as leadership changes and so on, they move on out the way. So we hadn't done this program in a long time. So there was an opportunity with the COVID relief and recovery funds. Our department, the Office of Equity and Engagement, they gave us $50 million. We had to try to create some programs where we could try to help to recover from the impact and effects of COVID, and also to address the construction workforce shortage. So I was able to take some of the money that we were allocated to create this program. And so it's a very ambitious program. We want to provide opportunities all across the state, not just training, but opportunity. And so oftentimes we hear that word opportunity, and I actually took the time to look at the definition of opportunity today. And the definition said it's a set of circumstances that make something possible. And so as I thought about that, I thought about this program and how much of a challenge it has been. Bring people together, to get our leadership on the same page, to get us all working together with the idea that opportunity should be available for everyone. And so, looking at this circumstance, I said, actually with this program, it was quite the opposite. There's a lot of those circumstances that would have made it impossible for this program to happen. And so, I often think about my father and some of the older people. They have those sayings that they say all the time. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Then you got to think about it, like, what is he talking about? But one thing that I heard growing up was, if there is no way, then make a way. And that if opportunity does not come knocking, then build a door. And I believe that with this program, that's what we are in the process of doing, is that even in the face of adversity and challenges and difficult circumstances, we created a program where we want to find opportunities for young people, older people, those who are looking to change jobs and get into a different career, those who are looking to scale up, those who are looking to get a skill. And I'm a former algebra teacher in high school in Lansing. And I used to be one that always said everybody should go to college no matter what. You should go to college no matter what. And full circle, coming back to Mishta and working, I met so many young people who were age 20 with no debt, with businesses and cabins and boats and trucks. And so it really opened up my eyes that there are other things that, especially in Michigan, that we need. As we're looking to build more houses, as we're looking to build to address the housing shortage here in Michigan, we need all hands on deck. So we need those who understand how to do drywall and painting and windows and doors and, concrete. And so what we're doing is working as an agency to create opportunity and identify people who are looking to move forward. And so this program, contractor assistance program, the doors are wide open. We have those business owners. We just had a cohort that ended where they have access to all types of opportunities like big money contracts after they get finished with their training. So I'm pleased to be here. I'm pretty sure my 3 to 5 minutes is up, but it's a pleasure to be here. Muskegon has so many beautiful areas within it. I've never really spent that much time here. So as I was driving, I saw it on the waterfront and other areas. So it's good to see you all here. Young people inspire me, keep me young. So I'm glad to see that you all brought some of the young ones here. So I'll turn it back over to Phyllis. But once again, I wish you all the best. And I'm just creating opportunities, and I hope that many of you as possible can grab hold of it and move forward with hope and with possibility. Thank you.
Craig from WODA. How much you doing? Now, Craig is a partner that with the development. I think you probably heard me talk about WODA a lot. And you can't find a better partner that can teach you and beat you up and talk about the Lord and make sure that you're in order. I'd like to introduce you all. Craig Patterson, my friend, and I am his mentor, mentee.
Mentor, mentee. It's great that Haywood brought up opportunity because this is a great opportunity for all the graduates and maybe some others who are sitting in the room saying, what should I do? What can I do? Where can I go? In the Bible, Solomon, anybody who's read the Bible knows that Solomon was a great builder. He built some phenomenal stuff. Solomon's temple. And he said in Proverbs that to seek wisdom is the highest thing you can do, to understand and to cry out for discernment. And I think when you're looking at this opportunity, what Haywood said was, if you choose CAF, if you choose the trades, you are very wise, because there are all kinds of construction jobs on the horizon. There are many that are existing now. One of Cooper companies that I represent is in 18 states. We have 350 developments. We have built affordable housing in those states. In Michigan, we're the 4th largest state. We have 43 developments that we have built, and we have 3 under construction right now, and 2 of them are in Grand Rapids. Some of you may have been at our groundbreaking last October 17th down at Breton and 43rd. Those units, those 2 buildings, will be completed and started to occupy in October and November. But we were proud and honored to partner with Phyllis to be a sponsor in the CAP program, so we're excited about your graduation tonight. We hope to see you out there in the dirt with dusty boots and plenty of the right tools and everything ready to go. And we will be petitioning our subcontractors on new jobs within the state for apprentices that may be graduating throughout the state. Now let me talk about my mentee, Phyllis. Phyllis started with us. I met Phyllis back, it's probably been over 10 years ago. She was a contractor down at the 6th Street Bridge, north, on front at Grandview Place. She provided some of the trades through her company. And we knew she understood construction, but as part of the mentor-mentee, we decided to expand at her request and mentor her in development the things that I do. So if she's not paying attention to construction, blame me, okay? Because she's thinking about development. But I know that Phyllis and the team that she presented is totally committed to making sure that you take the next step toward employment and introducing you to contractors and builders, et cetera, that are already engaged in construction or will be in the future. And tandem with the Detroit Training Center and MISTA, I think the horizon and the prospects in your future looks very good. We're proud to be part of CAP, and thank you for inviting me.
So, you know, when you start continuing things that you learn, there was a young man that I met. Someone asked about us here. We actually started here in 2009, and this room brings back so many memories. We would have 100 and sometimes 120 men here, and you were here at that time, and they all wore pink shirts, and they were in the trays. Mr. Fixon and your team, can you come up, please? Is that your name on your shirt? Come on up. The helper, are you coming? You guys did a great job. So you talk about construction and who's ready. And a lot of times, you know, the first thing people say, especially when you come to some communities, is that people are not work ready. This team is not only work ready, they are stellar. Our drywall trainer, and we have one other gentleman in the back. I gave him a song earlier because, Mr. Dale, can you come up please out of Detroit? This group were the trainers, drywall, and I think you guys did an excellent job. Did you like our team? Did we learn? Think you're gonna work with us for a while? You like everything?
No, but thanks for the opportunity to have us teach the class. It was actually fun. Gave us something to do. I'm glad to be empowering the community, showing the skills that not too many people really don't show you, because, you know, around here, everybody want to keep that to themselves. So, but what we're doing, we're going to keep continuing to empower our community, and we're glad to be here to help. Spokesperson Chris, I'm going to let him say a few more things.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out. You guys did a good job at class. It was fun. Just showing you guys how to mix the mud and do the different things they're training in. So it was fun for everybody to come out and, you know, just be a part of the class.
Well, we got a lot to do, and so we're gonna be doing everything. We're doing floors. So this team, when I say stellar, they do excellent work. It's hard to find people that do excellent work. When you're gonna get a chance to start visiting places that we are working in. We're taking pictures so that those pictures can be in those places, so they can see who made that landmark. And again, thank you for joining our team. And I love the fact you got a girl in your team. So, in everything you do, you gotta remember when you have a program or just anything in life, you gotta have politicians. And you just do. And I'm gonna tell you why. Community development cannot be developed without people that know what's in the room. And you have to be at the table. You cannot be missed. You gotta go to your city meetings. You gotta be engaged, because if you don't, you miss everything. One thing about this team, I think that we follow each other very well. We show up, and we're gonna continue to show up, so that we can know what's going on and we can make some changes. So now we're gonna let you guys go over. Now I want all the politicians to come up. I don't have to tell you who you are, but you already know. The lady's gonna be first, and she's here to represent Senator Bumstead. And Judge Pittman, are you a politician? No, you're a judge. Okay. Well, I've got you by yourself all on your own. I've known her forever too as well. So she's here to represent Senator John Bumstead. She can't stay long because her mother is sick, so I'll give it the mic to her first, and she can leave whenever she's ready.
Thank you, Phyllis. Good evening. My name is Christina Achterhoff, and I work for Senator John Bumstead. I'm his district rep. And he's highly disappointed that he is not here this evening. Unfortunately, he had a conflict. He was invited to another dinner up in Mason County. And so you get me, and so I'm really pleased to be here because Muskegon is my hometown, so it's warm to my heart. I'm a big Red graduate, so yay, so big Red. And anyways, on behalf of Senator Bumstead and our staff, we are so very proud of each and every one of you for completing this program. I know the hard work and dedication you put into achieving this, and your family who supported you and your friends, which is huge, and the sacrifices you have made to get to this place today. So I am personally very grateful for you, and I think you're starting on a new path and a great career. And I have to tell you that Senator Bumstead, before he became a senator, John was a builder. So he started out as a young man. That's what he did for years and years and years. And he worked for his way up and started building and building. And then he was so well liked, they asked him if he wanted to run for state rep, which he did. And when he first started running, he went door to door wearing all his, he had the hammers hanging on, he had all the stuff from being a builder. And I'm telling you, I think it really helped him. I think there's something about builders and people who do build. You have to work together in order to see a complete dream or to see something. And so at the core of it, it's a phenomenal profession. I mean, honestly, when you see homes going up and you see from scratch, that is huge. And all the team players, everyone that it takes to put it together says a lot. So congratulations to you again, all of you, and the families. You should be proud. And thank you for inviting us. Have a great evening and good luck in the future. I'm sure it'll go well. Thank you. Thank you.
This senator walked with me for over a year and a half to bring this program to Muskegon. So I am sad he's not here to tell him. But we are going to go to the east side of the state. He can follow us, but we have to make sure that the west side got it first.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Jason?
All right, hello everybody. My name is Jason Colella. I represent, I'm the I'm the Director of Policy for State Representative Will Snyder, who's the representative for here in Muskegon, the greater Muskegon area. He also has another event tonight and sends his regrets of not being able to attend, so I'm here in his place. And continuing off of what she was just saying, if you look around, everywhere you see is buildings, right? Everything is built. And it takes people to lay the bricks, to hang the ceilings, to do the floors, and it's a critical part of our world, and it's a part that is very often underrated and underfunded and underutilized, and it's a great career. You can make a great living and support a family and have a great life being in the construction trades, and having worked in the legislature and worked in local politics for all of this time. I've met plenty of people who have successful long careers doing the trades, and it's a great path, and I wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations, everybody. It's well deserved, it's well needed, and it will make a big difference in our community, and we are so blessed in the legislature to chair the Budget Committee for the Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity, LEO, which oversees MISTA, which this program is a part of. So on behalf of us who sort of helps oversees the funding of all of these sorts of programs across the state, we appreciate you guys utilizing the state programs and the resources, and I think it's a critical need, because no matter where we go in the state or who we talk to, housing shortages and needing of talented, trained workforce is always one of the first things that come through, and so whatever we can do to help support the construction trades and folks who want to get involved to build not only homes but everything else is critical to making sure that Michigan remains competitive and is a great place to live, work, and play as we continue into the 21st century. So congrats again. Thanks for coming out, and we appreciate all you guys do.
Well, I spent last week with you. Come on over here. This gentleman here has been around a long time. You were here. And he is a commissioner for the city of Muskegon, who also know where all the money and jobs are. So we want to make sure he first got to see us. And now we want you to talk about how well we can get blessed with the city and getting jobs.
All right, thank you. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Willie German. I am the former vice mayor for the city of Muskegon, and commissioner also for the city of Muskegon Ward 2. Congratulations on your completion of your certification and graduation for your skilled trades. I'm also a student success coach here at the college, so my background is also in education. But I'd just like to start with what the city is doing. We have a lot of development, as you can see, around the city of Muskegon that's going up. And with our infill housing projects, those are the new homes you see in these vacant lots. We spend amount of money to do these projects. One of the things that concerned me when we implemented the project is I didn't see people of color, of blacks, in these positions for jobs. So I'm notorious when it comes to equitable and opportunities and fairness for all, but particularly, you know, people that's underserved and not represented and don't have a seat at the table. So I'd just like to touch on a few things. As a politician, I always kind of take notes there. And Phyllis wanted me to talk about some economic development, and thank you and congratulations and the partners also that put this together. When we talk about economic development, which states is the process of improving economics, well-being, and the quality of life for a community, region, country, by expanding economic opportunities. And the gentleman that spoke first, he talked about opportunities. For these opportunities can create jobs, it can increase income, it can enhance access to resources, which as a commissioner and elected official, these are things that I advocate for to leverage for opportunities and resources. It also involves initiatives for policy and fostering growth in key sectors by attracting investments, improving infrastructure, supporting businesses, and ensuring that economic benefits are distributed equitably across populations. So, as a commissioner, I want to make sure that these resources and opportunity you all have access to. Economic development often includes the modernization of industrial, reducing poverty, enhancing education, the workforce skill, and promoting sustainability and innovation. So, as you can see, the city of Muskegon has close to almost $1 billion in new project development, which includes thousands of job opportunities. I want to make sure that as graduates and you completing your certifications in this trade, that you have those opportunities. I'm going to advocate for you. I'm going to ask that you stay in contact with me so I can let the commission and the city and the public know that we have people out here that's already skilled in these areas, and we want to make sure that our local workers and contractors have first access to these jobs. So I'm just going to end there. I'm not going to keep on, but I just wanted to take the opportunity. I thank you for allowing me to share this moment with you and speak with you. Thank you and good luck on your journey.
Well, our first meeting will be with you next month, and we're going to be there fully in peak, and we are going to be advocating with you so that we can go to work. Right, ladies and men? Yeah. So the next thing is, we had not just staff, we actually had different types of, I guess I would say, fair housing, DEI, all the way down to just learning how to take care of our monies and our credit. And I think this is so that we can be all inclusive. And you know, it takes a really good team to do that, right? And I think that we learned a lot, didn't we?
Yeah.
We at least learned how to make our credit better, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that we can buy a house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we can save money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that that's the whole goal. So there's another glue to me that has been very successful in helping me to bridge the east to the west. And that is Miss Joy McIntosh. Could you come up, please? This statewide program, you know, Ms. Keegan, you got a lot more love, I guess, if I said I live here with you. But we do travel all around the state. So our next cohort will be in Detroit in September. And so, but this young lady is every morning call, keeps me on my point. Make sure, you know, when she doesn't do that, she's gonna call either Pam or she's gonna call T. I have a really great team. So, fair housing. She's gonna give a certificate. I noticed that she did not stand up. And that is Miss Regina Davis. She was our fair housing. And so I would like for her to come and give her certificate. She's gonna do what? No, I want hers and hers if you don't mind. Just yours, ma'am. Yes, ma'am? You signed it? Okay. But you can't tell me about what you did. Oh, absolutely.
Hello. I'm not shy of what I'm saying. Hi there, because I have different certificates here. So, fair housing. Fair housing is a very important just piece of our lives, just in general. It provides everybody access. Everyone deserves fair housing. We've talked about fair housing like in our classes. Fair housing, there's lawful and unlawful fair housing. And so I think that we made the big distinction of what that actually is. So there are several people who actually have their, people who graduated, they had over 10 hours of fair housing. People who participated, they actually had over 3 hours of fair housing, and so they can continue on and come back to the program whenever they'd like. I'm just happy to be able to share fair housing with everyone. So my background, everyone already knows about all the fair housing stuff that I've done. So it just gives, I'm just excited always about people learning about fair housing. So you're a wonderful group. I appreciate the time that you gave to it and all the input, all the engaging, because everything in our classes were engaging, and you were able to kind of look up things for yourself, and then were kind of surprised about things. So I think that you were this was a unique way of teaching fair housing. So thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
I need a judge to come on. Yep. Be my favorite? Come on. He says he's not a politician, but he's a judge.
I'm not a politician. So I met her high school. That's trombone playing Phyllis Loudon. Played in the band together, knocking around for a little while. I'm very grateful. Thank you, and congratulations to those who are completing the work necessary to move on and do great things in their life. I heard some real common themes. We heard opportunity. We heard access. We heard skill. We heard the idea of equity and the inclusion. And those aren't dirty words. Equity and inclusion simply meaning that everybody should have a chance to be included. All of those things really, this is not rocket science. All all of those things really come from a heart of what relationships are about. And this is what this is all about. This is about relationships, whether it's Commissioner German doing the work that he does for the city commission and her being able to access that, whether it is Senator Bumstead who took some steps with her to help her to make this possible. The building that you're in, that's kind of how I'm sort of a little bit here. You're like, what the heck does a judge have to do with construction and building trades and skills and that kind of thing? Nothing. As my dad said, you better get a good job, boy, because you can't do nothing with your hands. You're going to be hiring all kind of people to do the work for you. So that's you. But we had a building, and Phyllis, in her infinite ability to see beyond what's right in front of her, said, I want that building. And she's got that building, and I was a part of the process of making sure she gets that building. Relationships. All of these things come together, and you know, we watched over the last week or so, people talk about the idea of hope. That's what this is all about. It's all about creating the opportunity and to give hope to those who are looking for a better way, a different way, a better way, something to move forward with. So, Phyllis, I am so glad to be a part of your life and the things that you do, even when you call me and I don't want you to call me. I am so happy to be a part of what it is that you're providing in this community. Congratulations to each and every one of those who are completing the program. Congratulations to those who provided the wisdom, knowledge, and know-how for them to complete the program. And let's keep these relationships moving.
So you know, I guess you look at the full circle where we are. This program is not traditional, just a construction program. It's about learning and living and us being, as the queens in the back I said today, we were talking about things, and sometimes when things don't go like we want, what I just say, we just catch the wave, we keep riding, and you keep smiling. Last week I was actually with, Ride the Wave. I was with German, last week we were at the Democratic Party convention. And I think one of the things that my favorite, you know, we talk about different things, but one of the things that I learned about just being at the table is that when you're at the seat of the table and they don't open their door, you just kick it in. And I think that's what Craig could probably say. After 10 years, I just would not stop knocking because I thought I deserved it. I knew I deserved it. And even when I failed, because I fail sometimes, I made some dumb decisions. I mean, and just all about learning. But guess what? I'm still here. And this is, I'm so at awe and wow with what we've done. I don't even think you know how you, when I walked in last Saturday and when we were doing what we did and we were doing the drywall, I don't think you know how you touched my heart. When I see your children and I come in and the little girl in the back and I say, hey, I said, is that your baby? She said, yeah. She said, I'm all about generational wealth. I'm like, girl, you got it. So it is about learning and growing and just being, and guys, I know you feel like you're unnumbered, but we do love you all. And we are so supportive of you because we know that we cannot do without you as well. So thank you for just sticking by us, even though we giddy and we laugh and act like girls should. These men just keep on coming. So you know, one of the things about what we learned is that this whole thing became something else. It became a parent university. It became something about teaching our children and our families and taking it back. And I ended up going to this beautiful 80-how-many-old birthday 2 weeks ago. And I didn't even know that they were their family, right? I walk in just to see her and she's like, hey, baby, Jughead's mama. And I'm like, hey, honey, how you doing? And see, everybody in the neighborhood know everybody, right? So she said, hey, all of a sudden around the corner comes two of her family members. We have such a strong extended family in this community that when we did not have work, what did we do? We found work. We went to the neighborhoods and we found a way. Because it doesn't matter how you go to heaven as long as you get there. So I don't ever want you to get caught up that there's no good work. If you paint in Miss Lily's house, that's work. You just want to make sure you get a fair wage, right? So the school that we partner with, he's here, is Mr. James. We partnered with Muskegon Heights Charter. My alma mater. Could you please stand, Mr. James? So the reason why we did this is because there's no way we can outlive this. So we decided to do Earn and Learn. We partnered with the children so that they can learn like you all. So we created what you call a parent university. So is this a narrative of the camp? No, but it is. Construction, it is. But you cannot do this by yourself. You cannot go to work and not teach your children how to work. You cannot not do your homework. I mean, everything they say that we are, we have to change the narrative. And we will, won't we, ladies? Okay. So, now that we're here, we're at the very best part of this, outside of them getting those stipends checks. I'd like for Ms. Whitfield. Oh, that's right, it's two. Pam. Your sister taking your place. Pam, could you come up, please? Ms. T, could you come up? And Ms. Joy, do you want these two to do this? Okay. Ladies, could you pass out the certificates for me? And then after this, so you know, and after this, I don't want anyone to leave because I have some money to give to you for all your efforts and all the love. And I do want you to sign your name. Okay. So here you go. I need a welcome. Now, this young lady was supposed to speak on behalf of the class, so she can do that, and then she can pass those out.
Hi, I'm Tisha. She says T. I'm Tisha. I actually started the class as a single mom of 3. That's my little daughter Kaya, and she has a 20-year-old brother. Yeah. Whoopsie. So I started like, okay, I work for the state now as a social worker, and I'm one of them people like when I get tired of something, I'm like, okay, what can I do now, right? So I used to do nursing at Hackley Hospital. And then when it became a little too much, and then they did the merger, I said, I don't do that, I don't do that. So what can I do? So I went back to school, studied a little while, changed my bachelor over into social work. Then I got a job for the state of Michigan. Yeah, okay. Still currently there, but I was like, okay. So before I ever come up with anything or make a move, because I am the dependent of 3 other kids. Right, so I'm like, okay, what can I do? I see this program, and she's like, hey, you should come do trade. And I'm like, girl, what? Trade? Why do you want me to do that? She's like, you can do it. I was like, all right, we're gonna see about it. So we started out with the lead class, and I was like, girl, I remember having lead in my home I stayed in. I said, that's some foolishness. I don't know if I even want to know that, because I know the people that was doing my house. It was like, hey, this is a lot of work. We got to take everything and move it, and I don't know if we ain't responsible for it breaking. I was like, no, I don't know about that. So anywho, went to the class, 5 days of my life, learned how to do lead, and it was surprising. Like I was like, oh, I think the people lied to me, because it really wasn't all that bad, right? So I was like, I could have kind of scraped my own windows, and y'all had this us out the house for 2 months. So I think y'all was in here playing in my groceries or something. You know? It didn't seem like it should have took 2 months for what they did. So then you come on with the different programs of life skills, and it's like, the whole time in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, in the beginning of this, I thought I couldn't do it. Now I'm doing that, running around with Phyllis, back here typing up papers with Pam, teaching y'all different skills. I actually had a lot I could offer other people, but like I said, and I put in my mind now, like, if I start something, I'm gonna finish it. So, of course, everybody was looking at me because I've been sick, but got better. Y'all see I'm back. All right, let's get it.
So if she call your name, can you come up, please, and get yours?
Tony Whitfield.
As y'all can tell, this is my youngest sister. You are the baby.
Shatina Gates.
And company.
Amber Trotter.
Come on, Queen.
Look, I had Amber back in elementary. She was an airhead then and still one, but she's my baby.
The baby, you show me drywall.
She sure can now.
Denise Stewart.
Got another trade as a nurse, and she's a good drywaller too.
She asking who is this, but we call her Juicy. I was, 'cause that's my piece to fulfill.
Jessica Rogers.
So, I got a story with Jessica.
Oh, geez.
I have to tell y'all, me and Jessica have been on this journey for 4 years. The journey stopped for a year, and she called me every day. Miss Pam, when we start back up? When we start? I said, Jessica, let me call you. And she's been here through it all. And I'm so happy you started.
I don't think people know how long we have waited for a CAP program. When I say 4 years we've been at this, 4 years and we never got paid, but we were faithful. So that's why what you see is not beginners. You see some real good people that do real work, and they have other careers. So I think we are dang good, aren't we?
Thank you.
Okay.
Tisha Evans. Tasha Butts.
Again, we don't know her as Tasha. This mama bird. So you don't want your certificate, Mike?
Yeah, you was just talking.
Oh, hey.
LaQuisha Moffett.
Lord,
You working on it, okay.
Q for sure, that's what I
Okay,
go.
you working on it.
Get to the bump.
Dang, you know you gonna think of. They should do. That's it.
That's Shay. Now,
No,
that's
no.
Shay. There's another one. There's been from the beginning. She was the first one that signed up at Heights, Muskegon Heights program when I first started there 4 years ago. And she's been here ever since and have the most disciplined little kids I've ever seen. They come in that program, sit there, have their snacks, They don't share, but they gonna come in.
Latina Jackson. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. Shanice Evans.
All you ladies with pink, I want you to run up here in a hurry. Come on, everybody, they got a pink folder.
And with Shanice and her mom, Shanice was in the program first, right? Then her mom called me, I wanna get in, y'all got my baby in. So we did have a mother and daughter duo.
So, fix it and
Oh, we got two of them. Three of them.
So I'd like to tell you the reason why we have pink folders for this group versus black. Yeah.
Tanya, wait, we missed on a pink.
Sorry.
Tanya should be in pink.
Paige.
Paige, she should be in pink.
I'm sorry.
So I'm sorry. Tanya should be in pink.
Okay. Now this group here is our official Department of Labor apprenticeship, and they will have the number, and so we are official apprentices. Okay, ladies. So they worked hard, they put the hours in, and so I'm hoping that the next group will follow them. So thank you, ladies, and let's keep up. We got a lot of places, a lot of floors to lay. Yes, we finished.
We had overtime. We did that Tuesday. That same
Oh, the next day.
No, the same day. Oh, y'all staying? Yeah. Oh,
You
y'all
have
ain't
the next
staying?
certificates? Come on, guys, we got 2 minutes.
Tina Jackson.
Did you check it for your sister?
Yeah. Miss Mack. Carnisha Payne.
Now, don't get discouraged because you don't have a pink folder. You can get one. You just gotta put it in. Come on, quick. That's all right. I'm ready for my pink folder. I'm ready for the six. It's okay. I know.
Sherelle Wilson.
Don't get jealous because you're a apprentice. Come on now. She still ain't gonna break no nail.
I want you to get that picture. Okay, that'll be next. Okay.
Destiny Paula.
You ain't that far away. Let's get it. Okay. You came around. Yes, you did.
Jason Gardner.
And Jason was our only male of the group.
So, we're gonna do that one again. So I think, we should have everything. And I see my sister-in-law back there and my nephew, Caleb. Now Caleb is gonna be my mentor mentee. Caleb, could you stand up? So all of you with the black folders, I'm not gonna give up on you, you better not give up on me. So we got work to do. I know some of you had vacations and you went to exotic places and had fun. But, you know, at the end of the day, it is the business, and so the hours are what they are. But you are, and you have shown that you are going to do a great job. So I'm looking forward to it. The next step, when we do the paint and the flooring and so, hang in here with me, okay? Because we want a great team. So, Robert and Yolanda is probably the oldest two in this room that started out with me in 2009. Could you two come up here? When we first started this apprenticeship program, we were in this room. And we outgrew this room, that we would have 5 classes at a time. That's how impregnated we were. And when I say impregnated, I don't take that seriously. We grew and we grew and we grew. I never thought that it would be you. And not saying that you didn't deserve it, but you never thought that the full circle would come around from 09 to present, that you're the trainer that was taught with the union trades back then, and you have done an excellent job, young man. I look at your team, you're stellar, you're on time. When I say princely, gentlemen, always in order with our women, always take care, never ever has a, I don't know what my name is, it's always high. Everything about this group that I'm so proud that Herco is your apprenticeship contractor. And I would not have anyone other than you. So thank you for joining me 20 years later. My daughter. Well, we did very good. So now, last, Mommy and Miss Thompson. You were a lifesaver. The food was excellent. And now ladies have soaked the cupcakes out of Grand Rapids. So we have did great with the whole communities and outside of Georgia. So I think, and my little ones, my future. Now I'll give you 2 seconds. And I don't want you to run. I want you to stand up. I want you to walk over here. Come on. Oh, now you're gonna be shy. I think that you all have been so wonderful today. And I thank God that you. So now school has started. And we can only be what? The smartest kids in the world. So that means we have to study to show ourselves approval. Can we say study? Study. To show ourselves approval. A workman that needed not be ashamed. So we're going to be good stewards. And we're going to be great contractors. All right, everybody, let's stand up. And I tell you what, and I know that some of you may have a hard time with this, in case you do. What do we do together when we leave? Pray. So, if you are not in agreement, I do understand. I don't force those things on you, but in our house, what do? We serve what? The Lord. And the reason is because the things that we have to go through and the things that we need to do, we know that we have to have a higher power in order for us to move in the direction that we want to move. Oh, yeah.
Still recording.
You hold me like this. Our Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for opportunities. I thank you for gracing us with your presence. I thank you for touching our hearts and making us smile. Only you can show up in the way you've shown up in all this time, over 6 months, 6 weeks. We've been working very hard. I would ask that you would visit our homes, visit our minds, and keep us holy. And I would ask that you would kick the door in. Kick the door in. Kick the door in, that there would be nothing would not be available to us. Then once you open that door, help us to be good stewards. Help us to take care of our families. And always take care of our communities. Then bless all of us in this room, the ones that travel far and near. Ask them, Lord, to be at the table for us and be a mouthpiece when we cannot speak for ourselves. Thank you, and I thank you. Amen. Amen. All right, baby. Okay, Mother, everyone, go get your stipend checks and please sign your name once you got it.